Sure. Yeah, just for both of you guys, can you just kind of take us through each of your decisions to come to Arkansas in your recruitment process?
Absolutely. For me, it was familiarity with the coaching staff. Coach Woodson, T. Will, they were already at Auburn. They recruited my brother, so the relationship was already there. And it was like a family reunion when I came on a visit, because there was already a relationship there. And that was a heavy factor in my decision to come here.
Yeah, for me it was the other players on the team and the coaches. Immediately, like getting here on my visit, Mateos, Talon, Carmona, Blackstock, they were all showing me like a lot of love and really just showing me how they believed I could fit in here with the team. And it felt very genuine. I could see like a true family here. And that's what stuck out a lot to me and influenced my decision.
Carmona was in here the other day and said that you guys have worked a lot together since you got here and you've taught him some things, especially in pass pro. How has that gone for you since you've played so much football, even though you're new to the team, kind of helping some of those guys and being sort of a veteran while also being new?
Yeah, it's been good. And, we really bounce ideas off each other. He's very talented as well. But, having experience, you do learn some things. And we were just in the indoor facility one day, both just coming in to get some work. And from that day forward, it was like every weekend we was going in there together and just going to work. But it's been really good. And being able to be a influence and help some of the younger guys, it's been good for sure.
Corey, what happened last year? I think you got injured in fall camp. Is that right? And then maybe went back and forth for a little bit, and then kind of took back over the starting job. It's hard to find that kind of information. Can you just kind of walk us through what happened with your experience last year at Georgia Tech?
Yes, sir. So going into fall camp, was doing well. Got hurt pretty early. Came back right before the first game. My coaches, they felt like it would be better for me to kind of rotate as I kind of started coming back. And I was just, doing what I could to help the team. And when they felt like they wanted me to come back full time, I was ready.
What was the injury you were dealing with?
Just a regular ankle sprain.
Yeah. And Caleb, you've been working. I think you worked maybe a little bit of nickel, but it seems like lately more safety. Is that right? And when you were at Auburn, what kind of role did you play, and where do you feel comfortable most?
As of late, it's really been, I'd say 50-50. Nickel and safety, me and Larry, we decide we'll rock, paper, scissors to go on the field, where you want to go at nickel or safety. At Auburn, I played nickel and safety as well. So there's definitely, some mix over coming over here to Arkansas. I'd say I'm more comfortable playing safety because that's what I got recruited as, but I can play both.
Corey, I think there's 5 offensive linemen from the portal, if I'm not mistaken. How does Kittler and Shaq and all those guys look in Broussard and Dumbrell?
Yeah, they look real good. One thing I can say about all the transfers here, everybody's came in ready to work. Shaq with his size, he moves really well. Caden's done a really good job, really, playing center, commanding the offense. Kavion, he's been learning real quick as well. So everybody definitely came in with the right attitude, coming in just ready to work and contribute how they could.
You're not exactly small, but compared to Shaq, I mean, if you played next, or not next necessarily, but if you played on the offensive line with someone that big,
never in my life. Shaq he's huge, just every bit of 6'9".
Caleb, I believe you had an interception Saturday over there. Just how's the transition from and I think Trey kind of asked this, but how's the transition been from Auburn to Arkansas? Has it been a pretty smooth transition?
It has been pretty smooth. Playing in this conference for 3 years, you become accustomed to, the talent that we face every day in practice, and coming over here is no different. The SEC is the SEC, and it will forever be the SEC. And so the transition has been smooth because I have that experience to come with me, and I played in big-time games, and I think that's what I'm able to bring to the table to Arkansas.
In the secondary, there's not that many older returning players. A lot of them either transferred or going to the NFL. Have you been able to be a kind of a leader? Do you feel comfortable being a leader just coming in January like that? Or?
Absolutely. That's what me and Coach Woodson talks about on my official visit, stepping up, being a leader in this room because, like I said, I have that experience. I know what it takes to win in big-time football games. I've played in big-time football games. And, you know, just having that experience to come with it, you know, you have to step up and be a leader because not a lot of guys, like you said, have played a lot of football or returning starters or have experience. So absolutely.
Corey, you're a left tackle, and Arkansas actually returns its left tackle from last year, but he's moving inside. But I'm wondering, in the recruiting process, did you see that and go, oh, I don't know, or did you talk to Fernando early on and he told you, hey, I'm sliding inside? Kind of, what were those conversations like?
Yeah, pretty much as soon as I hit the portal and, you know, Coach Mateos reached out, Fernando did too, and he told me right away, like, you know, I'm playing tackle now, but like I'm trying to move inside. And he told me exactly, you know, why he felt like that was best for like his future and his career. And like when I came here and really like talked to Coach Pittman and Coach Mateos, I understood the situation, and that also helped contribute to my decision.
And you touched on Shaq just a minute ago a little bit, but kind of what does he bring to the table other than obviously his size? Like what makes him a talented offensive lineman?
Even though he's really big, he moves really well. Most people his size, you don't really see be able to move as fluid as he can, and he works hard. You know, some people that's, you know, big, that's a lot of God-given talent already that doesn't have to be taught, and they kind of just rely on that. But Shaq works real hard.
And Caleb, you said there was the familiarity with the coaching staff. When you entered the portal, did you have an idea of like, hey, I might want to go play at Arkansas, or did they reach out to you and then it was like an easy decision at that point, or kind of how did that connection kind of happen once you entered the portal?
There was definitely the idea to go play at Arkansas just because I had known T. Will and Coach Woodson. I can't remember exactly how the conversation got started, but I remember Coach Woodson texting my phone, and after that, you know, it was, you know, we'd love to get you up here on a visit, and I did. I came and I loved it, and I committed on my official visit actually. So yeah.
Have any of the wide receivers you've gone up against stood out to you so far through that first week of practice?
Braylon Sharp, Cam Shanks. They quick. They know how to get off press. They know how to use their angles and create space. Most importantly, they know how to create space.
And then Corey, what about you for defensive linemen?
Yeah, I would say Quincy and Charlie for sure. They both are real good pass rushers. They move really well, especially, you know, Quincy at his size. You know, you would expect more like a power move coming from him, but he can switch it up and give you finesse as well. And the interior, I would say Ian, he's been looking really good too.
Caleb, I wanted to ask you about another guy on offense, Rohan Jones. I assume you've matched up a little bit with him, the tight end. 8.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on him?
Big. He knows how to use his body. And that's what a lot of tight ends, when they go against DBs, you know, they like to position themselves between the DB and the ball and use their size to their advantage. So, yeah.
Corey, I don't know if you're familiar with Pro Football Focus, but they grade players and stuff, and they had you ranked, I believe, #1 pass protector in the country. Do you remember giving up any sacks or anything last year?
No, sir. I haven't given up a sack since 2022. I definitely keep up with that for sure. So it's a focus of mine.
So that seems like it's a strength of yours, pass protection. Is there any areas where you think you need to improve on that you're looking this spring?
For sure. You know, even though my pass pro is through the numbers still as good, it's something I still work on as well as the run. Every day I try to just make myself more of a complete offensive lineman. So for me, my daily focus is just becoming better, more so overall as a complete player.